Hello. This video is dedicated to all the light workers, to all the seekers of truth, to everybody who is struggling because they believe in a better way, to everybody that is seeking answers and that is willing to be abnormal, because mediocrity will try to bring you down. So I dedicate this to those who are willing to break free of those limitations and what people around you might define as normal. I applaud you, I salute you, I honor you, and I am in service to you. So let us go for a ride and enjoy this sunset that is coming to us. Break free. It ain't easy. No one probably showed you how. Instead, they probably made you doubt yourself. They probably made you question what it is you're so interested in. They didn't like the fact that you made them feel bad. That's the important thing to understand, is that they are coming from a place of lack, of limitation. They have settled for mediocrity. But you are not willing to accept that. You believe in a better way. You believe in peace. You believe in justice. You believe in love. You believe in healing, in beauty. And you fight for this, even though you stand alone. You seemingly stand alone, but I'm telling you, I'm with you. I'm with you. There's many people out there. The fact that you're willing to seek, you will be guided. Because this is the intention of the universe, for you to become who you are. This is why you were created. This is why you exist. Therefore, when you begin to activate that truth within you, you will be supported. You will have the guidance that is necessary for you to grow. All you need to do is allow. All you have to do is allow. Allowance is the key. Be open. Don't resist. Resistance is the ego. The ego is where judgment lies. The ego is where self-doubt lies. The ego is where you are being controlled. When you watch TV, when you read the newspaper, when you listen to gossip, when you listen to the limited belief systems of your peer groups, they are appeasing your ego. If you allow your ego to have dominion over you, you will not break free. You will become stuck. And then your ego will only become reinforced because you'll say, aha, see, I tried and I failed, therefore my ego is right the whole time. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve greatness. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve joy. I don't deserve peace. These are lies. They're lies. They're coming from the ego, and it's time to recognize it. It's time to see where that is. The need to control others, the need to take people's belief systems away from them. When somebody is seeking to become more of who they are, don't get in their way. You are only creating disaster for yourself. You're creating disaster for your own personal growth, because that is your karma. If you go around limiting other people's belief systems, it will come back upon you. So don't even worry about it. This is what it means to become the change you wish to see in the world. If you have a vision, it is your duty to become that. That is what is seeking to emerge. That is what it is to be a beacon of light. A beacon of light illuminates. It does not create the path for others to walk. It does not cut the trail. It simply illuminates so that that trail can become visible for that person. Allow their growth to evolve naturally. Allow them to dream. Allow the imagination of a child to flourish. Don't enforce your belief systems upon them. Don't suppress their own joy and their own bliss when they capture a vision that you are unable to see, especially children, for they see clearly. They have not been polluted by society. Their imagination is active as it should be. And know that your imagination still lies within you. It's ready to become activated. That is what it is to allow. Allow that creativity, that imagination, that spontaneity, that joy, that playfulness, allow it to emerge. Allow it to emerge. There's nothing to resist. The resistance is coming from the ego. It's coming from a belief system that you have adopted. A belief system that was never your own. You never owned it. It's a burden you chose to bear. So let it go. And be mindful of how you may do the same harm to somebody else's opportunity to grow, to somebody else's imagination. Don't instill what you think is best for them by taking away their intuitive nature, because we all have an intuitive nature. We are all spiritual beings. We are all connected. We all find the truth within. It is not external. It's not given to us by some external teacher. It is simply activated by your willingness to allow it to come forward. When you do, the spiritual teachers will come into your life. When you do, the right book will come for you. When you do, friends that are going to nourish and support your growth will come into your life. Opportunities that you had never seen before will start to become real, because there's more good in store for you than you can imagine. More than you could imagine. So stop believing that life is some kind of limited box that you're trapped in, that this is as good as life can get, or if only I had this thing, maybe life would be more enjoyable. You're operating from a limited paradigm because the greatness and the joy and the beauty that is waiting for you is greater than what you can perceive. This is why you have to allow. You have to allow new things to come into your life, new things to come into your paradigm, so that you can begin to see the direction that will bring that to you, so that you can be guided by your intuition, so that you know thyself, and to thyself be true. So I honor those people who are struggling, who have hurt, who need healing and are desperately seeking it, because those are the great ones. Those are the ones that are willing to take a risk. Those are the ones that know and believe that there is something real waiting within them. For they, in the eyes of the Creator, bring great pleasure. For in them, the Creator is well pleased. Everybody is the beloved of creation. You are my beloved, for who I am well pleased. Your very existence bestows that gift of being loved by your Creator. It's the second part, with whom I am well pleased. That is yours. That is yours to own. As you allow the beauty to express, as you allow for the consciousness to emerge, you will be that which the Creator is well pleased. You simply only need to begin to allow it. And I know it's not easy, because you don't even know that which is causing the resistance. What is it that you need to allow? That will become clearer to you as you begin to identify the ego, as you begin to identify limited belief systems that are not serving you. Whether they come from your childhood, from your parents' teachings, from your religious teachings, it's time to recognize what is serving you. What is the truth? What is seeking to emerge? What are you choosing to believe simply because you have no intuition for it? That belief system is not yours. If it was your belief system, it would have been intuitive. You would have adopted that belief system by intuition. It's common sense. If you're simply being stubborn about your belief systems, you are stopping yourself from growing, because that's the next step. That's the next step. It's time to let that go. Time to allow. And time to be fearless. And that's where I come in, because I'm here to help you be fearless. Because we're warriors. We're spiritual warriors. I'm your brother. You're not alone. There's nothing to be afraid of. society, what is considered success. What are you doing with your life? How is it serving you? How is it serving this planet? How is it serving society? How is it serving creation? How is it serving God? What are you doing? Are you just here to follow? To be a sheep? Okay? That's not hard to do. That is mediocrity. And mediocrity seeks out the destruction of excellence. Think about it. I do it all the time. I see people that I'm envious of, that I want to become more like. And so my ego goes straight to justifying why that person is no good, to satisfy my own mediocrity. Somebody's successful at work, somebody comes in early, they work hard, they have all the ideas, they stay late, they're full of joy, they're full of enthusiasm, they have a giving nature. But yet, what does everybody do? Gossips about that person. Something's wrong with them. Why do they do this? Criticize them. That's the ego. Trying to justify mediocrity. Trying to destroy excellence. So really, there's nothing to be afraid of. You simply just need to allow excellence to be a part of your life. The fear is that once you break away from the herd, once you get out of the sheep mentality, that you're going to be alone. And that's scary. That is so far from the truth, because you are a spiritual being. You are an eternal being. That's what it means to be spiritual. That which has no birth and that which will not die. What are you so afraid of? Why are you afraid? And if you really believe that living is not spiritual, that we're simply here by accident, existing, then what motivates you? Why live? Why put food in your mouth? Why drink water? Why breathe the air? What's your purpose? If there is none in your belief system, deep down, it's because you know there's more. You haven't found a way to activate that belief system to serve you. You haven't found a way because society doesn't want you to. They don't want you to know. That's why the food quality is poor. That's why the air quality is poor. That's why the commercials are a distraction. That's why there's no focus on self-love. Because society wants to program you to be a sheep, because you're easier to control. Are you a sheep? Of course not. Only if you choose to be. So, activate the greatness within you. Activate the lion that is inside. The courage of a spiritual warrior. The courage of a being that is willing to be of service to this creativity, to this creation and this beauty that's around us. When you begin to serve that, you find that you are divinely supported, that there will be more synchronicity, more coincidences in your life than you ever imagined. The right people will come into your life. And what appeared to be coincidence will transmute into an awareness that there is something greater going on. Something going on in the invisible. You'll begin to see the invisible. You'll see the invisible. You'll hear the inaudible. And people will think that you've gone mad, because mediocrity attacks excellence. But you won't be concerned at that point, because then you begin to see clearly for what it is. You won't even waste your time in debate with those people. You'll simply bless them. You'll find it within you to bless them, because you know that they can find that truth for themselves. That there's nothing special about you that they lack. Your self-righteousness will dissolve and you will become one. And it is operating in that modality in which all your needs shall be met, because that is the intention of creation. That is the essence of evolution. We didn't realize that 5 years ago. We didn't realize that 10 years ago. We are now beginning to realize that. We are evolving. We are becoming aware. We will never be the same. Our children will come into the world and they will take on these understandings at a very young age, because they're not hard to understand. It is not intellectual. And so, with that, you know that you're giving your gifts to the world. Imagine what you can do. You can become the change you wish to see in the world. Everything will change. There's nothing to be afraid of. Let go of the ego. Humility is nothing to be afraid of. Fear, there really is no fear. Love is all there is. Begin to love yourself. Because the people around you, the mediocre ones, they're not going to give you the love that you need to develop and to mature and evolve on this planet. For it's with self-love that you begin to experience abundance, joy, prosperity, insight, creativity. You become a service to the planet because you have something to give, because now you understand. You're not simply projecting the ego, you're not simply projecting the belief systems that you have adopted that are not part of your intuitive nature. You are now becoming a teacher. You have activated your own intuition. And you're helping others to do the same. So, warriors of peace, know thyself and be true. Love yourself. Know that you're not alone. Fight for your right to be who you are, to be who you're meant to be. Recognize those that are trying to take this away from you. Be mindful of that and facilitate an environment for yourself that encourages more self-love, more abundance, more awareness. Release your intuitive nature. You begin right now with just that alone. And as you grow, more of this intuition will guide you. I hope that you are well, and I'm with you. I honor you deeply from the depths of my heart. I honor you because I know what it takes. So I'm sharing this so you know more of who you are. I know more of who I am. And I will not let mediocrity take this from me. I will not let mediocrity take this from you. Peace and love. Pura vida. Jaco, Costa Rica. Come visit me. We can make the world a better place. I believe. Love.